Hey Lily, how are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
You're fantastic. I like this background.
Thank you. I feel, this is my wallpaper, but I love your background. I feel like I'm back in the Loire Valley.
Look, we just have to get away any form, way, shape. Like I'm just on vacation right now mentally.
You
I'm here.
look like it. You look amazing.
Thank you. One of the things that I love about your character is that not only is she thrust into this world like of romance and really trying to find herself, but she's very invested in her career. And I wanted to know, was that one of the things that really attracted you to this role as Emily? Because she's falling in love, but she's following her career passions.
I totally did fall in love with Emily for that reason. If one of the reasons, because I love what I do. I love to work. I've always been super driven to do, to bring my passion to light, to work. And I think that that's a great thing. I think it's a lovely attribute to love what you do. And Emily's drive and passion and determination and ability to pivot in times of need and you know, when roadblocks come up is something that I really admired. And now more than ever, we're finding ourselves as as humans having to pivot constantly, whether it's trying to find new ways of being creative, to stay sane, to stay connected. And so Emily was almost prepping me for that in a sense, to play Emily. And yeah, I think that was something I really admired about her, is that she's not ashamed to be driven by work, but also know when to have fun. And but it's she is just so passionate about what she does, and that's something that I feel I'm very passionate.
Now, one of the things that Emily says is sometimes your dream isn't where you expect it to be. Have you ever
Mm.
found yourself like just thrust into a dream that you really didn't know you necessarily wanted?
That's a really good question. I think I found more in the timing of things. Like you think you know when you're ready for something, and then when you don't get it, you question why it didn't happen. And then you might find yourself later on in a situation where you realize, oh, I wasn't ready for that dream yet, or I wasn't ready for that experience. And so at the time, you may be resentful that it's not happening. And then when it does happen, you realize how much more special it is. So I think, Emily wasn't necessarily ready to up and leave and, you know, with leave her boyfriend and go to a foreign city and take on this new job. But she finds that the more she's there, she is in fact ready for it. And this new experience leads to further experiences that just enable her to fall in love with herself more and actually live out a dream, like you said, that she didn't know that she wanted or was ready for. But I think that sometimes the timing is just right, even when you least expect it.
Yeah, one of the things that I love is there's a lot of romance, but what I love about Emily is that we tend to get so consumed about wanting our lead characters to be in relationships. But Emily really learns that she has to figure out who she is and who she wants to be in love with. And how was it portraying that character?
You're right. Again, I love that this is a romance story of finding love within yourself first, and Paris is the city of love. And so, what a better place to fall in love with yourself in order to find that person or that experience that is right for you. And Emily, moves to a foreign city and doesn't know what to expect. And as a young woman, yes, she has experiences in love, in work, in friendships, in miscommunications in life in a foreign city. But it's she learns more and more about falling in love with who she is and focusing on herself before she focuses fully on other people. And so I really loved that. I felt like it was a very strong message. And obviously, the season ends on a cliffhanger. And so you keep seeing her make these decisions of what feels right for herself, and then there's a curveball that's thrown. But I think Emily's does really well with being thrown curveballs and succeeding. So I hope we get to go to a season two to be able to kind of further that.
We're claiming season two right now. Thank you so much, Lily. Thank you so much. I hope you have
Thank you. You too. Thank you so much.
a bye.